I just listened to a podcast on YouTube with Sam Harris and Joe Rogan, and they were discussing some of the worst parts of Trump and his run for presidency. So essentially they talked a lot about, his demagoguery and his racist rhetoric and his, the stuff that he uses to pander to the crowds. And I don't know why I feel I have to make this video, but I'm essentially saying that I don't understand how somebody with that level of ignorance can rise to the being the nominee for a major American political party. It doesn't make any sense to me. It kind of boggles the mind, to be fair. And while there's a certain amount of on the ground sort of annexation of some of his ideas, and even real sentiment, when it comes to voters, and I'm not American, so but in Canada, obviously we follow the election very closely. So there's a certain amount of on the ground kind of belief that really plays into the Trump mindset, if there is such a thing, mindset. But I believe that there is, and it kind of really makes you reflect on what your understanding of the world is in terms of foreign policy and international affairs, etc. And I can't say that I'm an expert, but I think I generally have a better idea of what's going on in the world than what Trump would generally say, and which seems to be getting him more and more popular, actually. So it's kind of, I don't understand how he can rise to that level. It just doesn't make sense to me, and I'm talking from a layperson perspective, right? A lot of the videos I put out about atheism, I would assume that anybody watching these videos, seeing 0 views on the counter, would know that I'm not that popular, and I'm not speaking to millions. Even my stories about atheism might be anecdotal, but even then I dumb it down because I don't want to speak specifically about people I know, and with the amount of viewers I have, they wouldn't know who I'm talking about. So I try not to include too many people and stories about people I know. With that, there's a certain philosophical idea that comes into play when I talk about certain topics, and maybe even too philosophically so. So maybe not hitting the ground hard, but I'm just saying, like, depending on your platform, and I just don't understand how Trump can amass so many followers. It just boggles the mind. But then again, to be kind of anecdotal, I do hear a lot of stuff on the ground that is like right in alignment with what he thinks. So there's some metaphors that Sam Harris kind of came up with too in his Joe Rogan interview, and it just kind of made a lot of sense. So yeah, I don't know, this is a bit of a rambly video, but hey, I'm not preaching to the millions, so talk to you later, bye.